ornamental fishes, aquarium, and then maintenance. What is an aquarium? A tank or pool or bowl filled with water for keeping live fish and underwater animals. Or otherwise, an aquarium is a specially designed device that acts as an artificial habitat for water dwelling animals. So we can grow the animals like fishes, crustaceans, and mollusks in the waters artificially or pseudo naturally. We can making this environment suitable to the fishes as natural. So aquariums are generally of two types depending on the salinity, salt water and fresh water. Means a marine aquarium or salt water. Aquariums that houses a fish and plants of freshwater world. A freshwater contains a small amount of salts and gases in solution. A freshwater may be classed as hard or soft according to the sodium and calcium it contains in its compound. And a freshwater aquarium, a marine aquarium is a biological entity which houses marine flora and fauna in a harmony. Seawater differs from fish water by its salt content. A tropical aquarium. When an aquarium is described as a tropical, it is usually assumed to be one in which a fish and plants from tropical parts of the world are housed. A species which can withstand temperatures about 22 degrees centigrade and above. Cold water or temperate aquarium. When an aquarium is described as cold water, it is usually assumed to be one in which fish and plants from temperate parts of the world are housed. What are ornamental fishes? Ornamental fishes can be defined as attractive, colorful fishes of a peaceful nature that are kept as pets in confined spaces of an aquarium or a garden pool with the purpose of enjoying their beauty for fun and fancy. Ornamental fishes are also called live jewels for their beautiful colors and playful behavior. Why should we keep them? Keeping ornamental fishes as pets prove advantages to us in several ways. Keeping ornamental fishes as pets in home, aquaria, or garden pools gives pleasure to the young and old alike. Keeping ornamental fishes have many advantages over other pets. no barking or mewing in the middle of the night, no biting or scratching visitors, no shedding of feathers all over the house, no botheration of cleaning the food or cage every day compared to dogs, cats, bats, etc. Relatively less expensive pets and less cumbersome to maintain. A relaxation of mind, particularly when you feel tired or depressed. The hobby opportunity to watch the behavior of these tiny creatures from close quarters and develops a sense of attachment with nature. Ornamental fishes kept in an aquarium or garden pool become an attractive focal point and add to the aesthetic beauty of the home and its surroundings. The hobby of keeping ornamental fishes can be groomed as a source of self employment by taking to various types of ancillary such as culture of native varieties of ornamental fishes and their export, a supply of accessories, apparatus, filters, aerators, reflectors, lightings, heatings, equipments, decorative doors, and artificial plants, natural and artificial food, etc. Origin of keeping ornamental fishes as pets. The hobby of keeping ornamental fishes as pets is said to have originated with the keeping of goldfish in glass bowls in China several hundred years ago. During the 17th century, the goldfish were introduced to several countries and became most popular in England and Scotland during 1854 to 62. Since 1850, the hobby also became popular in USA. Was a first aquarium started in England in 1853. Native fishes were initially kept and domesticated as pests. The practice, however, spread rapidly, and the world was a compared for small, brightly colored specimens that would live in narrow confines of glass aquaria. In India, the hobby of keeping ornamental fishes bloomed with the opening of the Terraporavella Aquarium in Mumbai in 1951, and also several aquarium societies in the city. The number of domesticated fishes continued to grow and breed generations after generation in captivity. The guppy, platy, swordtail, molly, zebra fish, angel, fighter, etc. have been hybridized, selectively bred, and consequently all of them now differ significantly from their wild ancestors in color, shape, and reproductive cycle. Usefulness of aquarium. Aquaria have a tremendous potential as ever changing sources of enjoyment and education. They can provide opportunities for saving certain species from extinction. Example, Asclepias francesa, a ghoul from Mexico which today still survives in aquaria after the inadvertent introduction of Atlantis into its natural habitat in the 1970s. What are the limitations are there? Whatever the size of an aquarium, it will always represent an enclosed artificial environment to a larger or lesser extent. In such closed system, natural process of breakdown and renewal cannot take place quite like they do in a nature. In general terms, the larger an aquarium is, the easier it will be to maintain and the lower the risk of major environmental fluctuations will be. Aquaria have their limitations too. Of course, some species may be either too large or may require too much space to make aquarium spanning a possibility. Fishes adapted for the saltwater or marine aquariums are angelfish, butterfly fish, jawfish, lionfish, frogfish, and eels. Fishes that live in freshwater aquarium: cichlids, rainbow fish, labyrinth fish, catfish, and goldfish. Plants of aquarium: rooted plants, Vallisneria, Sagittaria, cuttings, fanwood, hygrophila, limnophila, floating plants, lemna, Ixia, salvinia. A compatible group of ornamental fishes for home aquaria: guppy, swordtail, platy, blacktail, a bleeding heart tetra, widow tetra, a zebra dania, tiger bird, angelfish, blue gourami, loach. Fishes that are healthy, swimming upright, and move actively with well defined color patterns on them should be selected. Fishes with deformed bodies, broken fins, white spot or open wounds, and the body showing ungraceful movement should be avoided. Healthy fishes can be transported in oxygen filled plastic bags. It is always better to quarantine newly acquired fishes for a period ranging from 1 to 3 days. Disinfect them by giving a deep treatment in a mild solution of AKM, NO4, or methylene blue to ensure that are free from any disease or parasitic infection. If a fish get infection or disease or wound, that will be chances of a die or spreading a contagious disease from one species into another species. So giving the methylene blue It's one of the successful way to avoid the disease. Thank you.